and Mahaprabhu's elder brother Santaravinda, and after his this Param Gurudev sannyas, Swami Prabhupada sannyas.
First of all, I offer my Satsang Pranam to the Lord Spirit, our most worshipful Srila Gurudev, Nikalila Pravishtam, Shivat, Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Rupanuga Guru Varga, whatever I have heard from Srila Gurudev and the Vaishnavas, I try to speak on the order of our Prabhuji. So today is Visvarup Mahotsav, and also the sannyas ceremony. Today, our Param Gurudev, Vidyalila Pratistham Vishnuvash Bhakti Krishna Goswami Maharaj, and the same day, our Srila Prabhupada Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj took sannyas. Usually, Chaturmasya, 4 months, like straight, there's this austere vrat, no cutting hair, no cutting nails, but for us, sometimes question is asked why we cut our hair on this day, on this Purnima. And so Vaishnavas have explained that on this day, actually when Mahaprabhu was here in Puri first time, then at certain time he decided he wanted to go to South India. And of course we know that is to liberate the devotees there, and also he had this desire to meet with Rai Ramananda, bring him here to Puri. But he needs a good reason. So it is said that like his one reason was he wants to find his brother Visvarup. We know from even going back when he was a little kid in Navadvip, his brother, his elder brother, his name was Visvarup. And he was one of the students of Advaita Acharya. So when he was even a little kid, he used to go visit the school, and sometimes he will call his brother Visvarup, like, oh, father is calling now, please come. And Advaita Acharya will be so attracted to Vishwambar, to Nimai. So anyway, we know that he took sannyas later on. And this brought so much pain to Jagannath Mishra and Sachimata. So then he never came back. And in Chaitanya Charitamrita it is explained actually that Visvarup is Mahasankarshan. And later on he's actually an angsa of Lord Nityananda, Baladev. So later on when Lord Nityananda was going traveling, then he also like merged with Lord Nityananda. Just like we know the Mathuresh Sankarshan, Rohini Nandan. No, sorry, Devaki Nandan Baladev. He merged with Rohini Nandan Baladev, and then in Braj he was one. So
Krishna, Nityatil, Kristanandan, then he both are in one.
So then he never came back. So now when Mahaprabhu took sannyas, actually also it's interesting that one time Mahaprabhu, he was still a little kid, and then he took some prasad pan, what's pan? Betel nut, and he took this pan Mahaprasad, and he became intoxicated and he fell like he was unconscious. And then his parents like washed his mouth, and then he woke up like, oh, I have a strange dream. My brother Visvarup, he took me and he told me you should also take sannyas. And then he said, father and mother now is helpless. And I'm just a little baby, so like I don't know anything about sannyas. How can I take sannyas? So then Visvarup said, okay, now go back and just offer my koti koti dandavat pranams to Sachimata, like that. So anyway, now that he has taken sannyas here in Puri, one time he called his devotees. He was telling that I have one desire and I'm submitting. I want to ask permission from all of you. And he said that I want to know, I want to look for my brother Visvarup. I have this desire to go to South India, but I want to travel alone. So then immediately the devotees, their face became dry and they were so like feeling so sad. And immediately Lord Nityananda, we know Lord Nityananda, immediately he said that how can we tolerate this? It is not possible that you travel alone. You have to bring someone with you. Then immediately some other devotees, they volunteered. We can travel with you. Like 4 devotees they did. And Lord Nityananda, he said, I have been to South India. I know all the way. So like I can lead you. I can travel. Then Mahaprabhu, with sarcasm, he was said like, okay, I'm just a dancing puppet, and you are like this puppeteer with your strings pulling. Then I just danced that way. Then he started complaining, but in a way he's actually praising the good qualities of the devotees, but in a kind of like fault finding. So he was telling that on my way to Vrindavan, I wanted to go Vrindavan after I took sannyas, but instead of helping me to Vrindavan, you brought me to Advaita Acharya's place, so I never reached Vrindavan. And on the way to Puri, you broke my danda. Then he said, and here in Jagannath Puri, there's this Jagadananda Pandit. Like, I'm scared of him. Like, he wants me to enjoy sense gratification, and sometimes if I don't follow his orders, he doesn't talk to me for 3 days. Then I said, oh, there's Damodar, he's Brahmachari and I'm sannyasi, but he has a stick. He wants me to follow all these rules, but really he wants me to enjoy sense gratification also. So I know that you have so much affection for me, but all your demands is disturbing my activities. So this is the reason why I want to travel alone. So then they want to convince Mahaprabhu, but he was very strong. But so then Lord Nityananda said, okay, so whatever your order is we have to follow. But still, I have one petition. Like, although this is for our unhappiness or happiness, but still, there's this one petition that I will submit, and if it's good, you should follow. So Lord Nityananda was telling that when you travel, you have to bring one loincloth, and then your bahirvas, and then your kamandalu. But then your both hands are always engaged in chanting and like singing God's names. So then it's not possible for you. So you have to have at least one servant to carry all these things. And also we know that you always like become unconscious. You become so absorbed in prayer. So then we ask that like this servant should be there, because otherwise there's no one to protect your paraphernalia and you when these things happen. So then he said that then if you allow, we will send someone. And Mahaprabhu, okay, as you desire. So then they gave Balakrishna Das to come with him. So to make story short, finally Mahaprabhu, actually it's a long story, and then he also went to Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya trying to stop him. Mahaprabhu had to stay 5 more days, and finally he left. And when he left, everyone like fainted, but Mahaprabhu was very strong. He didn't even look back. He just went straight. very strong. So then, finally, and of course, that time before he left, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya was telling him, you have to meet this person. Although he is like a Sudra, we know he's very expert in discussions of Bhakti Rasa. You have to meet Ramananda Rai. So anyway, when he was traveling South India, after he met Ramananda Rai, finally he went to this place. It's called Pandarpur. And in that place, he met actually, I think his name is Rangapuri, one disciple of Madhavendra Puripad. So even before he met that, he heard the news that there's one disciple of Madhavendra Puripad, and he was so happy, like, oh, there's a god brother of my spiritual master here. So he was very happy, and he went to the place and he met Rangapuri. And so Rangapuri, he was also very happy. They were crying together and like feeling ecstasy. And when Rangapuri found out that Lord Chaitanya was from Navadvip, then he said, "Oh, I have been with Madhavendra Puri to Navadvip, and I was staying in the house of Jagannath Mishra." Then also I remember his wife Sachimata. He's like mother. He cooks very nicely, and he was treating all sannyasis like his sons. Very nice. And they have this very qualified son. His name, this very qualified son, he took sannyas, and his name was Sankaracharya, Sankararanya, and so Shankararanya, and he actually came to this place in Pandarpur. And here in this place, this is actually where he got perfection. He entered into Samadhi on the bank of the Bhim River, and that's where he entered Samadhi. So that Mahaprabhu, he actually revealed that I'm actually the brother of Visvarup, of this Sankararanya. I'm the son of Sachimata and Jagannath Mishra. And so then when Mahaprabhu found out about this, then Gurudeva explained that he also like shaved. Just like it is the tradition, when a family, like a relative, pass away, then the family members, the male, they shave their head. So to offer respect to his brother, although that's not the actual day that his brother disappeared, but that's the day when he found out that on this place his brother like entered Samadhi. So then he also shaved. And so for us who are followers of Mahaprabhu, we are like his family members. So in commemoration of this day when Mahaprabhu also shaved, so then we also do the same. So, and of course today, the sannyas day of our Param Gurudev. We know that Param Gurudev is one of the brilliant, like bright stars in this parampara coming from our Saraswati Prabhupada. He was one of the main person who actually continued this legacy of our Srila Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. When Prabhupada left, there was this chaos with Gaudiya Math, and our Param Gurudev very boldly, he tried to put everything back. He again restarted the Navadvip Parikrama, Brajmandal Parikrama, the Patrikas. At that time, they were all stopped. And our Prabhupada named him Pitiratna. Then his name before was Vinod Brahmachari. Prabhupada gave him the title Pitiratna. Then when he took sannyas, on this day, I think he took sannyas from Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Goswami Maharaj in Katwa. And he was named Bhakti Pragyan Keshav, Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Maharaj.
Pragyan meaning?
Pragyan means illumination. This, like this bhakti, he's illuminating this bhakti all over. So that's why his bhakti
When
pragyan.
Bhakti has any living entity has no knowledge, they no understand. How can they follow it? How can their life is practicing? How can their Bhakti is maintaining? Anybody has no understanding. Then he has pragya means one is vigya, science, one pure science, and one called is pragya. This pragya means at least he is present with his bhakti, like present, and his bhakti is spread everywhere, is distributing everywhere. How distributing? Anything I am doing, how that things will be bhakti. One thing is I am doing anything, this is called karma. Like in Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is to Arjuna is telling, also say I am not doing karma. Then say मिथ्याचार शौच्यते विषया विनिवर्तन्ते निरारस्य देहिनि रसवर्जन रसभाष्य परम दृष्टा निवर्तन्ते. Then after Krishna saying मिथ्याचार शौच्यते, inward telling I cannot do karma, he is मिथ्याचारी, he is liar. This is why is this they doing karma? All are doer mode, independent doer. They all time thinking I am doing, I am did, I am done. But Krishna, this is not. Jiva, doer mode which is doing. Shauchate. No. When doer mode is jivas, then jiva anything doing this is karma. Own self doing. I am doer. And this jiva, anything is doing, but he know prakriti kirumani gunoi karmani sarvasya. Ankara vimulatma mityachara shauchate. Kartam iti manyate. Ankara vimulatma kartam manyate. Prakriti kirumani. Prakriti nature with everything is running. Everything. But Jiva thinking, Jantrulani Maya, this Maya Devi, Vairanga Shakti, then Prakriti, nature with Jiva, like early morning waking, teeth brushing, after eating, after passing, bathing, wearing dress, is natural. But Jiva thinking, oh, I am nice wearing clothes, I good style I have, is intervene. Watch wristwatch, my body is nice cleaning, my body has good smell. All time people think this I am done, I am doing big building. All time people this wrong design. But people therefore is arrested within Maya. This own karma. But how can they get liberation? Therefore Param Gurudeva saying, Bhakti Pragyan. This he has brain, he has knowledge, he has experience. These things only tendency little is changed, then will be this bhakti. Like Karushi Jadasana Jadrushi Jadasi Jatamishi Kunta Tatpurusa Madarpan. You do anything you offering me. But there is doer mode. But this is I am not did, I am not done, I am not doing. This is God desire automatic running. Why I am involved and observe with these things? And then Param Gurudev, these easy things, telling everywhere, hey, you are farming, but this farmer was not yours. You are not cultivating, you are not his farmer, you are not, you are only God's servant. God's service, but God has for you, not duty, this is your service. I am growing nice flower, nice grains, nice fruits, nice many things. This is for God happiness. Somebody, other other worker working, other things, everything will be God desires for, God happiness for, and God by order. And God give me strength and energy. Therefore I am doing. This is called Pragya. Pragya means good intelligence, good brain, sharp brain, very sweet brain. Everything is how can change it? He know process. Everybody not know this process. This process, very sweet process, very easy process. How can only bhakti? I am chanting then bhakti. I am doing yoga then bhakti. I am going holy then bathing this bhakti. But this is independently doing no karma. And you are already Atmasmarpan, complete surrender, God lotus feet. And everything His desire to understand and His happiness for, His pleasures for, very tasteful, this business you start. Then your all program is will be good. Anybody help her, this will be also good. They are getting good. They are getting this knowledge. Param Gurudeva starting this business. He is come distance to Mayapur, distance to Prabhupada, and distance to like Vaishnavas. But no, all bhakta, devotee, ordinary person, his distance to everybody's heart is collecting and all are using for Prabhupada happiness, for Prabhupada just Mayapur service for, and Mahaprabhu service for, everybody is engaging. All world people is giving this energy and inspiration. You know this process. This process has knowledge, then called pragyan. And bhakti pragyan. Bhakti for yes, this pragyan, knowledge. Bhakti sthapano gyan, then called pragyan. Pragyan. Also pragyan means is fixed. Is situated there. Never is going is any other way. And he not thinking, I am helping jivas. No. God desire, this is my service. All jivas bringing God lotus feet nearby, is serving God, helping God. This is my service. I am doing, I am doing no. I am not doer. Kartamiti mannate no. Pratite kriya manani. Like Brahmabhuta Prasannatma, Nasatati Nakankati, Samasurvesu Bhutesu Madbhakti Labati Param. The Brahmabhuta, they can do anything, but I am happy and pleased. They know God desire, but no, God desire, this is my responsibility. How much I am doing for God's service, God desires. This is mood. Param Gurudev, this mood is God. Also, another thing, this Swarup Shakti, without mercy, without bliss, without relation, without connection, without this her order and inspiration, he is her, without her desire, anybody independently, anything is doing, this is not doing good. Therefore, he is Radha Bhakshiya and not Krishna Bhakshiya. Swarup Shakti is inside, followers. And Swarup Shakti with his relation, how can making, therefore he has this pragya, meaning his brain and his sharp brain and his fixed faith. Anybody came at a time, making relation with his Swarup Shakti, Antaranga Shakti. Then people is, no need austerity, no need sadhan, no need any program, no tapasya, no brata. There is easily crossing Bhiranga Shakti going there. Like Bhiranga Shakti followers, they are afraid. Oh, I am not following Durga Kali, then cards come. I am not following Shiva, then cards come. Oh, I am not following Brahma, then cards come. Oh, I am not going is Lord Vishnu's near, then is I will be died. Then they are following and moving this cycle inside. 33 crore demigod inside. But Param Gurudev say, Jatha Taranmala Nisechanna, Tripanti Tatskanda Bhujobhak Saka. প্রাণৈব হরাচ্য যথেন্দ্রিয়ানাম সর্বাহরণম অচ্যুতেজ্যা অচ্যুত you are happiness for pleasure for you doing anything, then all demigods will be pleased. Like one tree's root is giving watering, then tree will be very pleased and happy. And all branches, all flowers and fruits, everything will be getting life. And you are watering in fruits and flowers, but root is not giving water, then fruits, flower, everything will be dying. Similar, only Swarup Shakti Radharani is lotus feet you following and her desire following, then everything will be your very serious and very strong, and you will be you getting power. Otherwise you going this Devi, Durga, Kali, Chandi, Mandi, any other demigoddess near, moving everywhere, oh, then your life will be useless. You lost everything. So he is making this relation and connection within Swarup Shakti. Radharan is with his Bas. Then Antaranga Shakti. Then people is automatic, very strong. They cannot follow no running is demigods near. They are not hopeless. And they are not is thinking this cards is coming. They disturb. No. But this is Param Gurudeva. They are an identity. Therefore giving name Bhakti Pragyan. Next.
So on this day of his acceptance of sannyas, we are remembering his glories, and also his teaching that we've learned from Srila Gurudeva that what really this sannyas, like why accepting sannyas. And Gurudeva has explained that sannyas really is not trying to be in the Varna Shram, mainly just be part of the Varna Shram like sannyas. Like, you know, in the Varna Shram there's brahmachari, grihastha, vanaprastha, then sannyasi. So it's not just that, because Mahaprabhu, what is Mahaprabhu teaching us? Naham vipru nacha naraputir napi vaishya nasudro naham varna jagyaputir no vanastriyatirva into pragyan nikila paramananda purnamritabir gopi vartu padakamalayor dasa dasana dasaha. That we are not any of this varnashram dharma, but our only identity is that we are the servants, 107 of the gopis, the beloved of the gopis. So then,
Why following gopis? Why not following any other?
so this is one speciality of really who are followers of Mahaprabhu. That, as Prabhuji explained, that really sannyas is receiving this gopi bhav. Because who are the real sannyasis? They are the gopis. Even Krishna himself, he said, I cannot repay you. You've given up everything. And Krishna even promised in Gita that I reciprocate to how much you're relating with me, I will reciprocate. But to the gopis, he said, I cannot repay you. So, and I just remember when we were in Haridwar, and Gurudev was asking everybody, like, what's your favorite sloka? Like that. He was asking Ragnandan to others. Then they were giving all these Gita shlokas and everything. Then Gurudev said, you know the best sloka? Then he said this shloka, Napariham Nirvadi Samvidam. This one, because it shows the greatness of the gopis. That even Krishna is conquered by the gopis. He's lost. Like in the competition of love, the gopis are the greatest, especially Shrimati Radhika. So really, for sannyasis, they're actually trying to take this responsibility, giving up all other engagements and only accepting this bhav of the gopis. And as Prabhupada explained just a few minutes ago, being connected to Swarup Shakti. And that's why they have these names, all these Bhakti, Bhakti Pragyan, Bhakti Vaibhav, Bhakti Rakshak, all in relation to Bhakti Shakti. And therefore they are guiding all the jivas in this world and helping them to follow Mahaprabhu. So therefore on this day we've seen that after Param Gurudev was accepted sannyas, we know, and Gurudev explained it, that Param Gurudev even before he was taking sannyas, already he's more than sannyasi. Even that time when Prabhupada's time, even sannyasis are offering obeisances to him. Because they can see, Param Gurudev even was given the name Kritiratna. Kritiratna means um, one whose kriti, whose actions are like jewels, are like perfect, and also by his presence, he makes everyone's actions perfect also. So Prabhuji once explained that, like Param Gurudev, he gave sannyas, and also on this day he gave sannyas to Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami. Now everyone's Prabhupada. So it's because also of him, he's making everyone perfect. So actually, Param Gurudev also, like Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he has given his son as one of the gifts to this world that we cannot repay. Param Gurudev has given this world two very important gifts also. And that first is Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami. By his effort, now all this Krishna consciousness movement is spread all over the world. But then the second gift is our Srila Gurudev. Our Srila Gurudev Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj.
First gift Bhaktivedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj, second gift is Swami. Why? His second son is first sending. First one hiding. Second one is anything doing perfect, okay. Otherwise anything is left less than first one. Therefore is sending. Okay, you go first. You make a bread from. Then I am sending mine. Nectar full. This perfect is this sweetness distributing for. Otherwise, no farmhouse, no cultivating, no garden. Then my person, how can be? He is going when everything is ready and ready. So therefore, Swami Prabhupada is gone, everything arranging, making platform, his garden, nice all places, then is good. There is making nice building. Nice building.
So our Param Gurudev, he calls all his sannyasis Bhakti Vedanta. So Bhakti Vedanta meaning
Param Gurudev giving first Bhakti Vedanta. And later is giving his Swami Maharaj. First giving Vedanta Narayana Goswami Vedanta Trivikram Goswami. This is he starting 1952. And this 57 is giving Swami Maharaj. 5 years after. 5 years before is giving then he is junior son, not his elder son. He elder. Senior is there. But sending with them, you do with this, my senior son is coming. He is doing everything.
so actually this legacy from Prabhupada.
But no senior and junior is great, yeah. No like this, one small, one bigger, this is not. This is, there is one capacity. That is great. What is Gurudev choice? Different here. Some choice is some specialty, everybody has.
So this legacy from Prabhupada is strongly continued by our Param Gurudev. So if we look really at Param Gurudev's specialities or his glories, then we can see that more and more this is spread all over the world. Starting from first he said Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada, and then Srila Gurudev, to even make people to continue more what Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada was teaching. So first, if we look at the teachings of Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami, our Param Gurudev, if we look at his life, we see that he is actually doing exactly what our Goswamis did. He also revealed or protected like the special holy places, and so and also recover them. Like we all know the stories in Navadvip where that place in now the Brajapatan, Chandrasekhar Bhavan, that place. Before that was a Muslim graveyard. By Param Gurudev's effort, this was turned, this was taken back, and now it's under property of the Gurudeva. And we all know the story. Also, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, his samadhi was threatened by Ganga flooding. But that samadhi was under the care of Babajis. But still, Param Gurudev strongly and very carefully, they even managed to like get this the samadhi and transferred now to Mayapur, there in Rajapatan, in the Radhakund, near the banks of the Radhakund there. And also in Godrum, this house of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, from where he saw Mayapur, the Yoga Pit. That place was not under care of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada and the Gaudiya Math. This was under jurisdiction of one of the sons of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Srila Lalita Prasad. So then also Param Gurudev like acquired this. So like this, Param Gurudev made many efforts to preserve this place. So carefully they will be under good care, under the proper line, and the devotees in the future will be able to like take advantage and benefit from them. So aside from that, like our Goswamis also, our Goswamis have written very nice literatures. Param Gurudev is no less. Every day we're singing Mangalarti. Actually, I have not seen better Mangalarti song than what Param Gurudev has written. Param Gurudev has written like very deep, like meaningful Mangalarti song. Not just that, also he's written the Tulsi Parikrama song, which is see, there was a Tulsi Parikrama song that we're singing in Gaudiya Math, but Param Gurudev felt that this is also too high. Directly it's just Radha Krishna. But he has written a version also for Mahaprabhu and also linked to Radha Krishna, and therefore he has written this. And of course we know the Radha Vinod Bihari Tattva Ashtakam. This is, Gurudev said that in this Ashtakam, this is full of Siddhanta on Mahaprabhu's his Mahaprabhu's mission, and the real explanation of Gurudev Ishtadev, Shri Radha Vinod Bihari. So like this, and then we know that Param Gurudev, he re-established the Bhagavad Patrika, and there in Bhagavad Patrika he has written so many nice things actually, and unfortunately not so many of them are translated to English yet. But for those who have read all those English translations for the Western devotees, you can really see how Param Gurudev is so brilliant. His way of explaining things is very practical and really deep. Like how he explained Radhashtami, all this, like Govardhan, like Mahotsav, all the different, like how to view Vaishnavas, all these like different aspects on how Vaishnavas have to deal in their life and advance in proper Rupanuga conception. Param Gurudev is writing very nicely, and we are very lucky that Srila Gurudev has preserved all this, and they're there in our library. So also for the benefit of future devotees. So then, like the Goswamis also, who has manifested deities for the benefits of the jivas, Param Gurudev especially has this very unique and very special Ishtadev. He manifested as deity of Radha Vinod Bihari, which in the beginning was not understood by many, even devotees from Gaudiya Math. So they even criticize Param Gurudev, like why Krishna is white, like maybe because Param Gurudev has no money and he's only using cheap like marble. It's cheaper, the white marble. So then, but when they saw Param Gurudev wrote this Radha Vinod Bihari Tattva Ashtakam, then they can understand that really, and now this is spread in the world. Like everyone is really accepting, like, oh, this Krishna should be our Ishtadev, because this Krishna is subservient to Radharani. This Krishna is absorbed, not Radharani absorbed to Krishna, but Krishna absorbed in Radharani. That Krishna being absorbed with Radha, his complexion became golden like Radharani. And we can also take it another way, that this Krishna is embraced by Radharani, that's why his complexion has become like also fair like Radharani. So, and then Param Gurudev even gave blessing that reciting this slok, really then you understand the tattva of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So, like this, and also like the Goswamis who established all rules and regulations to help the jivas like quickly pass through advancement. Param Gurudev also teaching all his disciples all these rules and regulations, like this Chaturmasya, even like Prabhupada, he also made his disciples take a picture of me, so everyone will see that I follow, and then they will also follow, because later on in the future they say like, oh, they didn't follow in the past, why we follow? So Param Gurudev, we can see this picture of Param Gurudev with big beard. He's following Chaturmasya. Not just that, he specifically got he specifically wanted that every Vyasa Puja they follow in Devananda Gaudiya Math this proper system of doing puja, the Panchakam, seven groups of five. Vyas Panchakam. On the day of Vyasa Puja, they do worship like 7 sets of 5 worshipable like personalities.
Acharya Panchakam, Guru Panchakam, Krishna Panchakam, Tattva Panchakam.
So this is not even followed like now anywhere in any Gaudiya Math. Param Gurudev, he strictly followed this, and also the branch mandal parikrama, Navadip parikrama, he started this. So now it's going on by Gurudev's program. It now is continually going, and so like this, Param Gurudev is strongly preaching this conception, real conception of Gaudiya Math, and that is the Rupa Nuga conception. So like we know that even in Navadvip, so as soon as our Param Gurudev got this sannyas, then he established the Gaudiya Vedanta Samiti, and that is like his preaching facility. Then he made this his math. It's very interesting how Param Gurudev chose where he will establish his math, like his centers. I've heard that Navadvip, this place in Navadvip, that area near Paramatala, that is the headquarters of all the Sadhjiya Babajis and all these Jati Gosais, all these Apasampradayas. So Param Gurudev made it so that he will establish his headquarters there, the Devananda Gaudiya Math. And he said, like, I will be there and I will sit on their chest and stab them with all like Siddhanta and defeat all of them. So that's how Param Gurudev is very strong. Now we don't see like the strong opposition anymore in that area. It's well accepted, and there's also many Gaudiya Maths in this area also. So not just there in Navadvip, but also he has chosen, a few days ago Prabhuji discussed this, that he also established his math in Mathura. Mathura, the place where many all the Smarta Brahmins and all like followers of Kamsa, they're all like have their many misconceptions of who is Krishna. Like Krishna is born in Mathura, and like many misconceptions. So our Param Gurudev establishes mat there and training Mathura Basis and everyone. What is really the Rupanuga conception, Brij Basi conception, and that is Krishna was born in Gokul and uh, teaching the glories of Radharani. So there, Mathura comes as place. Radhashtami, everyone's all villages, everyone is doing Nagar Sankirtan and bringing all this like Anuput festival and offering to Radha Vinod Bihari. Like that. So these things all because of Param Gurudev's bold preaching. So then now he is also passed on this legacy to all his sannyasis. Of course, foremost is Srila Gurudev, but before sending Gurudev to the world, I will explain. First, he said Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, now famous as Srila Prabhupada also. On this day, he also took sannyas, and from this day, we know that when he took sannyas, our Srila Gurudev was also there. Srila Gurudev himself even was putting all the tilak on his body, making his danda, and was doing the Faryagya, assisting our Param Gurudev. And then from that sannyas day, then Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, from there he started his preaching mission. He was staying in Radha Damodar, then he was preaching somewhere Jhansi,
Gwalior, Agra, Bombay, Itawa.
many places. Then after that, we know all the story when he went to the west with only a few rupees even, and there meeting all the hippies. At that time, it was like a very chaotic time, very like difficult time actually. Everyone was just too absorbed in either sense gratification or their desire for liberation. There's a whole section in the society where they want a new system, and it could also be it's because of this that Prabhupada, because of his chanting, and everyone was attracted to him, and we know all the story. It's just spreading this mission, and whatever Prabhupada has taught, our Srila Gurudev this time he continued. And furthermore, he has helped all disciples of Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. So then they can really enter into deeply the teachings of our Rupanuga Sampradaya and be able to really follow Mahaprabhu. So in this way, we are remembering Srila Param Gurudev, Bhaktivedanta Kishore Goswami Maharaj, Srila Bhaktivedanta Swami, and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu on this day of Visvarup Mahotsav. So praying on their mercy, we hope also that someday we can become like our Param Gurudev, like our Gurudev, whose only life is to be really servant of Srimati Radhika. Hopefully by their mercy we also get this feeling of the devotees.
Today is Visvarup. Prabhupada writing his confession, Chaitanya Chaitanya. All Mayavadi, Shankar Sampradaya, they are today complete day reading the Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Visvarup Darshan. In front of us, Visvarup means or Maya Swarup. Many Maya, many new things, all are attached and attracted. Mayavadi are thinking, how can crossing Maya? Therefore they are waiting. Visvarup Darshan. Means Arjuna for Krishna giving darshan, Visvarup. He is big Swarup, not small. Thousand mouth, thousand hand, thousand his head and legs and many things. Fire, water, everything. Arjun watching in Krishna this Visvarup, first is Krishna normal, like two hands, is car driver driving. Then Krishna not, Arjun not is afraid with him. Arjun not scared, not is Arjun attacked. After Krishna showing this Visvarup, then he said, Prabhu, Korishe Vachanam Tam. So, ordinary people for telling Chamatkar ko Namaskar. Anything is very wonderful things, very dangerous, like this, very serious things, then people is little bit think about this. Otherwise people has no good mentality, understanding. Now saying is Visvarup Darshan after Arjun and Bhishma Pitamaha, and after is there Duryodhan, many. But Arjun is changing, and the person not changing. There are also three this Visvarup. They cannot change it. Also in Dhritarashtra and Duryodhan and Dronacharya and Bhishma Pitamaha, all are his assembly. That time also they try to arrest him, Duryodhan giving order arresting for Krishna. This is showing them Visvarup. And also Jastamata is taking lap in Krishna, then Jastamata like Krishna opening mouth, yawning Krishna and mouth opening, then Jastamata watching this Visvarup. Krishna showing many times this Visvarup. The people, Vishnu, any other Swarup is watching, then they cannot change. But this Visvarup, Darshan after, all are changing. Mayavadis are, they are defeated within Maya, afraid within Maya, they try to conquer in win Maya and crossing Maya, then they are, everybody today is Visvarup Darshan for the praying. And Srimad Bhagavad Gita has like 11 and 13 canto, only Visvarup Darshan, Visvarup Yoga. That one day, today is only repeating. And then Prabhupada Srishta was saying, this Visvarup Darshan is not everything. After Visvarup Darshan, this house permanent. You have not share for make relationship, then this is not only continuous. One day only doing austerity, after all are forget, then is one day thinking Krishna, yeah Visvarup, yeah God, after continuously thinking in Maya, then I not crossing this Maya. Therefore, Visvarup Darshan meaning getting permanent knowledge, permanent your memory, and permanent relation, then never is changing. Prabhupada is saying, Saraswati there is writing purport, today, 2 months after this, Pasya Parivartana, meaning like Swayan Ekadashi, Hari Swayan, 2 months after, there is now, one side is changing. After 2 months, then Hari is waking. Now, this Ekadashi is gone, first Ekadashi. Hari is turned one side. Now in this month, this elder brother, Sankararanya, Panduranga, Pandharpur, Vimanadi side, there is his, long time is within Rangapuri, other Vaishnavas with is there is staying and doing bhajan. Nityananda Prabhu came and this today, Visvarup Purnima day, Nityananda Prabhu is meeting. And then he is living in this world. And therefore, Mahaprabhu is praying today. How can I meeting with this Nityananda? Where is Nityananda? How can I find him? Because they cannot inside that Mahaprabhu knowledge everything, but Mahaprabhu showing, I don't know anything. Nityananda is my, like his elder brother, like in meeting with Mahaprabhu in Mayapur, Nandana. After Nityananda came, his witness time, everything. But there is Visvarup Prabhu, cannot find. So this Gurudev near, yeah, one person's near, that power, acquiring everything, keeping everything. That day Mahaprabhu, that Pandharpur, in Humanity, he is saving and he is praying Mr. Prabhu's near. Oh, I lost you. I am young. I don't know anything that time. Now I took sannyas. Now I came you near you, teaching you, making you strong. You are now his affairs. Then he's saying, I am within Nityananda. Mahaprabhu, next come Nityananda for his telling. What telling? Somebody complaining, oh Nityananda he left his sannyas, he get married and he has now wife and children. Then some insult, you are God, why all are respect Nityananda? Then Mahaprabhu telling, more Nityananda যদি শুড়ি বাড়ি যায় তথাপি আমার গুরু নিত্যানন্দ Prabhu, he is going his prostitute center. Yeah, anybody drinking and wine and alcohol, he is also going and drinking. But he is everything for me. Don't insulting my name. He is great and scholar. He has power. He is everything for me. Mahaprabhu keeping that person. Meanings, any good person's faith is very rare coming. Lost faith, 1 minute. But actually, what is did Nityananda Prabhu? What is done? What is to be নিতাইয়ের করুণা হবে, ব্রজরাধা কৃষ্ণ পাবে, ধর নিতাই চরণ ধারে। নিতাই চরণ সত্য, তার সেবক নিত্য, নিতাই পদস্থতা করো। And saying, হেন নিতাই বিনে ভাই, রাধাকৃষ্ণ পাইতে নাই, দৃঢ় করে ধর নিতাইয়ের পায়। Nityananda Prabhu is not mercy, nobody understanding that. Mahaprabhu saying, in Nityananda Prabhu inside, that Visvarup Prabhu is not only Shankararanya, there is Jasyaprabha Prabhupada, Jagadanda Koti, Kodiswa Asya Vimsuda Vibhuti Vinna. Tad Brahmam Niskalam Ananta Asisubhutam Govindavati Purusham Tam Bhajan. They are saying, inside, all avatar, they are present. Garbhasai, Karanasai, Khyodasai, all Vishnu's incarnations. Therefore, Mahaprabhu showing which part, what doing, we do have no knowledge. Then Visvarup role is telling. Visvarup, how is childhood in Advaita Bhuvan? After, how his parents are arranging for his marriage, but he is saying, this is not good for me, I am going his marriage. After he took sannyas, then how he can come back and after sannyas get married? Is it possible? Who is get married? This is Baladev. Baladev Prabhu has Revati and Param. They are one part. But this part, many parties there. Gurudeva, Karanasai, Khyodasai, this everything. But all parties not the same. Then the Mahaprabhu explained. Today is Visvarup Purnima, also is respectfully, he is respectful. This her world, this Visvarup is how can give up everything. And today this Chaturmasya time, they are dead, then all generation, anybody living, so only 15 days as 15 lakhs moon. These 15 moons inside Pratipata, Ditya, Tritiya, Mala, 15 moon inside is they living. So these 15 moon they are offering Swadhushil. 15 days. After 2 days coming, Devi Paksha. One is that time Devi is 15 days. Then after coming 1 month, only Puja Brata, Kartik Brata, Namaskar. So this time, today to saving and starting all forefather means like Guru Param, Guru Paratma, Guru Paramastik, Guru Parampara, everybody is for this Samartha are offering Tilanjali, Sradhushil. The Vaishnavas are not doing like 1 day, 2 days they saving and they are offering this Srimad Bhagavad Gita reading and offering Tulsis for water and then Ganga, Jamuna, all are everywhere they watering Hari Pushpa. All Guru Bhagavad. But this is also like Smartha level. For Martha level, then if the crossing, they only Srimad Bhagavad Gita reading and they are following in this cross the bridge, very nice. How can all are strong? All incarnation today, how can only cut off and give up? How giving? Therefore they giving power. Now, next tomorrow. This is Baladev Prabhu. One side. One body has many incarnations. Visvarup Prabhu there is Karma Sai, Karma Sai, Prabhu Sai.
जय श्री